Happy New Year! We've moved from 2019 to 2020, and you know what that means? That's right, it's time for everyone's favorite 2022 shine! I'm talking about Marit Lage, of course, the biggest, baddest baddie that technically has yet to see print. Sure, there's the Marit Lage token that couples with the land Dark Depths from Cold Snap, but Marit Lage doesn't actually have a physical card. At least not yet. And for the longest time, she didn't even have that. In fact, she barely existed at all. Let's go all the way back to 1995 and the set Ice Age. Marit Lage makes her debut, in name anyhow, in the sideboard cards Wrath of Marit Lage and Curse of Marit Lage. And aside from a mention in the flavor text of the card Brine Shaman, that's pretty much it. No context, no real representation, nada. She was a background character for lore's sake without much lore of her own. In the end, players just figured out she was a deceased or banished mage of some sort and left it at that. Eventually, she was all but forgotten. It wouldn't be for another 8 years until her name would pop up again. She gets a mention in the flavor text of the 8th edition reprint of Wrath of Marit Lage, as well as a quote from mysterious Acolyte of Marit Lage on a reprint of the card Dehydration, also in 8th edition. Then, once again, the trail goes cold. Fast forward another 3 years, however, and the cold snaps. No, seriously. Wizards of the Coast prints Cold Snap as the much belated third and final set of the Ice Age block, and with it comes the card Dark Depths. And in the art for that card, players finally get their first glimpse of Marit Lage herself, encased under the ice. And for those lucky enough to get one, Wizards provided a Marit Lage token card as part of the set's release. But that token was not a common sight until August of 2016 with the release of From the Vault Lore, which included not only a Dark Depths reprint, but also made the Marit Lage token widely available for pretty much the first time. 2018's Ultimate Masters gave us yet another reprint of Dark Depths, but this time with new art that truly shows Marit Lage as an enormous undersea beast of nightmares. And just this past year, Modern Masters provided players with Marit Lage's Slumber, on which Marit Lage herself is seen bursting from her icy prison, and, once again, creating a 2020 flying, indestructible Marit Lage token. But who, or rather what, is Marit Lage? As mentioned earlier, players initially thought of her as some sort of mage. Her Kraken-like Lovecraftian appearance, however, contradicts that unless she somehow transformed into a sea creature that would eventually become what we now know as Marit Lage. There is also the thought that she might be related to the Eldrazi Titans. Indeed, her appearance does seem to support this notion. There's a few holes in that theory as well, however. For one, the Eldrazi are colorless, whereas Marit Lage is decidedly black. Eldrazi are also characterized as being extraplanar projections, whereas Marit Lage, as far as we can tell, is a physical being. Marit Lage also seems to lack the all-consuming nature that is so commonly associated with the Eldrazi, so perhaps she and the Eldrazi are simply different interpretations of Lovecraftian-like beasts from different creative teams set some 15 years apart. But as for her time on Dominaria, well, it's alluded to that she did cause quite a bit of havoc at some point in Dominaria's past. And we know that she was somehow frozen at the heart of the Ronim Glacier. But what we don't know is what became of her after the thaw, let alone everything that's happened since on the plane. Perhaps she left the plane altogether. Perhaps she's just lying in wait. Perhaps she's the extraplanar force behind the Eldrazi. And perhaps we'll see her later this year when the new standard legal set, Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths, comes out in April. Only time will tell because, at least for the time being, Wizards sure as heck isn't. So what do you think? Do you think that we will see the game's most infamous 2020 in 2020? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to subscribe to Magic Untapped on YouTube, ring that bell, and support us on Patreon for more great Magic the Gathering content.